But what if along with that, we don't wait for the governments or the state bodies, but do something? While cure is great, what if we could prevent that thing from happening altogether? So without further ado, without taking too long a time and putting you guys to sleep, let me call Shriti Pandey here. Shriti is the founder of Strawcture, and she will tell you the magic that they do in taking the husk and prevent them from burning and creating bio-agri panels, which are the engineered hardwood and plywood equivalent. So Shriti, please come over. Thank you. Yours.
Hello everyone, I'm audible. Hello? Yeah. So hi, I'm Shriti and I'm founder of Strawcture Eco. As the name of the company suggests, it's made of two words, straw and structure, and that's what we do. This is a picture that I'm sure in last 1 month you must have seen in various presentations, conferences and meetings. That's stubble burning being burnt. But this particular picture was not paddy being burnt, but wheat in Madhya Pradesh. That's where I physically first saw straw burning happening 4 years back in 2017. Now this stubble is not a local problem in North India, but globally stubble is burned. For instance, in California till 1990s, paddy straw was burnt. Once there was finally a ban there and they stopped burning, but they still have to address that amount of straw and they let it decompose by using a lot of water that leads to methane emission. So the point is that no matter what part of the world, this straw, unless it has a value, unless it is taken off the land and there's an XC2 management, we cannot expect or ask our farmers to stop burning, and especially not in a country like India. That's the stats which I'm sure we all are already aware of. So 500 million metric ton is the amount of straw India produces. This is only 3 straw, by the way, bagasse, paddy and wheat. It does not even consider other staple crop like corn, cotton, maize that also have byproduct. And now, if only 40% of this is burned, the economic loss that Apul said amounts to $30 billion annually. At Strawcture, what we do is that very waste that is a nuisance, nobody needs it, is burnt. We convert that into compressed high-density panels into a proprietary product called Agribio panels. And these panels come in different densities, thicknesses. We have manufactured it to be moisture and termite resistant, which is something that natural fiber, straw and wood have a negative side to that is addressed. And naturally, straw, similar to wood, is an excellent thermal insulator. So that is a property that you get in this material as compared to any other building material. For instance, brick, which is the most common component that we use to make walls. And in India, more than 200 billion bricks are used annually. Second after China, they use 300 billion bricks annually. It has a thermal insulation value of, conductivity value of 1. The thermal conductivity value of Agribio panel is 0.09. So you can replace all of that brick with a panel like this that not only just stores carbon dioxide, but also keeps your environment more thermally insulated. These are some of the applications that we have: drywall partition, ceilings, acoustics, flooring, doors, as well as furniture. I'll show pictures of the projects that we have actually done in real locations in last 2 years all over India. This is a picture of a project done in Bangalore itself, in Jayadeva Hospital, where on the ground floor and the first floor, which is one floor, they have regular patients, on the other, they have ICU patients. They have used Agribio panels for all their partitions, their ceilings, as well as the doors. And in hospitals, you require fireproof doors. You cannot use a door that's not fireproof. And that's where our panels are 2R fire rated. So whether you need a space like hospital or warehouse, any high functional area, you can use these panels. You can also use any kind of finish on this. So we are not just saying that it's a sustainable product, so you should buy, but we are also not compromising on the aesthetics. As you can see on this mock-up wall that we did for the architect, half of the wall had a marble finish, The rest of it had a paint finish with a glass between it. So you can paint, you can plaster, put laminate, put veneer, put ceramic tiles if it's a washroom. So all kind of finishes are possible with these panels. This is a picture of another hospital which we did last year in Punjab, where they didn't had a lot of time and they wanted the whole construction to finish in 3 weeks. So they went for a pre-finished panel of ours instead of wasting time on painting. And so their ceilings and walls were pre-finished, sent to the site, and in less than 14 days, we made the complete indoor built environment for them. Again, all the doors, all the furniture was done using these Agribio panels. This is a picture of a COVID hospital, which we did last year, which is the first COVID hospital in India, built in less than 45 days. It's a 50-bed COVID hospital, where along with steel frame, the complete building envelope, all the 5 applications that I mentioned, were done with our panels. This is done in Patna, in Bihar, and Doctors for You, which is one of the leading NGOs that is right now fighting COVID in India, is now running this hospital. The picture that you see on the far left is of an international school in Gurgaon called Heritage, where the architect went for the raw panels. They didn't want to use a paint or a laminate because our panels have the lowest VOC emission. And if you paint and laminate it with a non-sustainable finish, then you are sort of, cutting that offset that we are generating. So they went for a raw ceiling in their library as well as all the shelving that they utilized. So these are real pictures and of real projects done. And in last 2 years, more than 2 lakh square feet of this panel has been used in different projects, different applications. This is picture of some of the furniture work. And the first picture that you see is again using the panel in its raw form, not hiding the real texture, because you also need the end user to know that they're not using wood, they are not cutting trees, but they're using a natural, renewable alternate fiber that is as good as wood. So then why should we waste wood? Now this is a spec sheet that is about, one thing is sustainability, where we know these panels store carbon dioxide and you're upcycling a waste that otherwise burned. But the other aspect is toxicity. Nowadays, especially post-COVID, a lot of architects and designers need their built environment to be as non-toxic as possible. We talked about the indoor air quality, that the VOC emission has an impact on the indoor air quality. And this is a toxicity report from Epirthi Lab on our panels that shows that all the 7 most non-toxic gases that can be present, we have less than 0.0 presence of any of those. So whether it's a school where you need a non-toxic furniture for the kids, it's a hospital where the inbuilt air quality is so important for a patient and the recovery, these panels are a great alternative. And lastly, most important is the impact. So every time we make an 18 mm thick panel, which is the most common thickness of any engineered panel in the industry because it's used for furniture, we utilize somewhere around 4.5 kg of straw to compress into 1 square feet of these panels. And every time that 1 square feet of panel is manufactured, we store 3 kg of carbon dioxide. So in last 2 years, if we have utilized 2 lakh square feet of these panels, that means 6 lakh kgs of carbon dioxide has been stored. And that's the metric that we share with our customers, we share with the architects transparently every time that these panels are utilized. We also have all the other tests that are important for any element to first be specified. So sustainability, toxicity is more around the good to have attributes still in India, but we talk about the must to have attributes. Does it meet the right screw holding capacity? Is it dense enough? Can it take care of the moisture if it is exposed to a monsoon or a tropical climate like Bangalore has? We have all the right tests for mechanical properties, strength, compressive load, braking load, and all of those are met as per the IS standards while also delivering on sustainability. So at Strawcture, we really believe that waste is only a waste if you waste it. And we definitely see this waste as a resource. And for us, it is the main raw material. 96% of every panel that we make is made of this resource that is currently burned. Thank you.